Today we are going to learn about something so fun. Let's look at my pictures right here. Do you see this little girl? Oh, she looks like she's having fun, but is it a nice sunny day right here? No. What is it doing? It's raining. That's right. It is raining right there. And it's outside. So she's wearing her raincoat and her rain boots. And she's carrying an umbrella. She is outside and she's in the rain. And when we see the rain, we call that weather. What is it called? Weather. Now, it can be all kinds of weather. In this picture, the weather, it's raining or storming. Say that. Storming. Sometimes when it's storming, it gets really dark outside. Now, it doesn't look like it's too storming right here because it's not very dark outside, but it could start to get stormy. In Pensacola, where we live, boys and girls watching, it gets lots of storms here. We do. It gets really dark. For 1 minute, it's really sunny, and the next minute, it's dark, and you hear the thundering and the lightning, and the wind starts to blow, and then it starts to rain. And so it gets kind of stormy here where we live. Well, that's something that is in the weather, is rainy. But there's other parts of the weather. Look at this boy right here. He is sweeping or raking up the leaves. That tells me it's starting to get cool outside because the leaves are starting to fall off of the trees. And when it does that, the wind is blowing. Now, can you see the wind? No, you can't really see the wind, but you can see things that are blowing around in the wind. If you went like this, do that. You're making wind with your mouth, but you can't see it, can you? Do it again. But you can feel it, can't you? So this boy can feel the weather outside. He's probably thinking the weather feels a little cool outside today because the leaves are falling off of the trees and falling down, and now he has to go outside and rake the leaves. Let's look at these children right here. What does it look like it's doing in here? It is. So that means the weather here in this picture, it's really cold. It's really cold here in this weather right here. Now, would you want to wear tank tops and shorts in this kind of weather? No, you could wear it in this kind of weather. In this down here, it is nice and sunny. It's probably really, really warm. You would not want to go to the beach wearing a coat and boots and a hat and gloves. You would be all sweaty because it's too hot. But the weather here, it's nice and hot and sunny. But the weather here, it's really cold, and sometimes it feels wet. Even though it's not raining outside, the snow it feels wet. And so you might be just really cold and feel wet because that's the kind of weather it is right here. Now look right here. This reminds me of springtime, because the wind is blowing and you can fly your kite. And now again, you can't see the wind, but you can see your kite, and the kite's flying back and forth like this because the wind is making it blow. Watch me with this paper. See how the paper is very still? Watch. See how I knocked it over? Watch again. See that? It's because the wind. So wind makes things move. Sometimes it carries things around, and like leaves, it'll just go all the way around and you're right in front of your yard. Or sometimes it just makes a leaf go like this and it just kind of tumbles around. And other times it just moves it across the way. But you can't really see the wind. You just see the things that move in the wind. But these are all kinds of weather. This is rainy weather or stormy weather. This is kind of cool weather. The wind's blowing here. This is icy and cold weather. Oh, it is so freezing cold right there. Oh, and the weather, when you feel it outside, you can feel the air. Can you not? When you go outside, you can tell the kind of air that it is outside. Sometimes the air feels hot, doesn't it? And dry. That means it just doesn't, you can't even feel anything. It's just hot and it just feels dry outside, and that usually happens here in Pensacola when it hasn't rained for a couple of days. It feels dry outside. But that's the air. The air is what you breathe, and sometimes it's hot and sometimes it's cool, but those are the things that we feel outside with the weather. Now, have you ever gone to the beach and mommy brings a great big umbrella with her? Have you ever gone to the beach with a big umbrella? Well, or have you ever gone and mommy says, let's go sit at the park, and she wants to have a picnic? Now, does she try to sit in the sunshine when you're eating?
No.
No, where would you want to go sit?
In the shade.
In the shade. The shade helps to cover you from the weather, from the hot weather, So the shade would help you keep from getting that sun to burn on you. So mommy sometimes would bring an umbrella to keep you from getting burnt outside. Or sometimes you can go sit under something. Maybe there's some picnic, an area where there's a picnic tables and you can see the beach and everything still, but there's a little bit of a roof, so it's kind of darker in there, isn't it? It's not as sunny and bright because you have that shade over you. But when you take the shade off, that sun is beating right on your face, isn't it? Have you ever worn a pair of sunglasses? When you put the sunglasses on, it looks different, doesn't it? You have that shade because it's shading your eyes from the sun. It is. So you could wear a pair of sunglasses that would be shading, or an umbrella would help keep you shaded from even from the wind and the rain or that hot sun. Those are all part of the weather and outside that you can get shaded from so that you don't get hot or you don't get wet and things like that. So these are all kind of fun things. Now, my favorite weather is like this kind right here, where it's not too hot and it's not too cold, it's just right. And then you could go outside and play and you won't get hot and sweaty, and it's just fun to do all kinds of things like go fly a kite or just play, and then it's fun to go to the beach. I don't really like to go to the beach when it's really super hot, but it's fun. But these are all part of our weather system. It could be cold or rainy or just a little bit cool outside or very, very hot. Now, would you want to be outside in the cold with these kind of clothes on? No, you would be freezing, wouldn't you? And you wouldn't want to go to the beach dressed like this, would you? No, it'd be too hot. But, so when you go outside today, you can see what kind of weather we have. Maybe it's hot outside. Maybe it's windy outside. Maybe it's rain outside. But when you go outside, you can check the weather today. Boys and girls watching, maybe you could go outside and check what kind of weather you have today. Maybe it's snowing where you're at. Maybe your weather is icy and cold today. Maybe where you're at, it's just a little bit cool and you can go play outside without a heavy jacket on, or maybe it's really super hot and you could go swimming. Oh, it's not that hot here. It's hot, but not so hot you go to the beach. You'd get really cold if you went to the beach right now here. But it sure is fun to check the weather. That's what I like to do in the morning, is go outside and check the weather to see what we should wear today. Should we put a sweater on? Should we put a jacket on? Should we put short sleeves on? But you can check the weather. Who made the weather? God. God did. He made the wind and the waves and the rain. He made the lightning. He made everything. But he made all of our weather, whatever time of year it is. This is in the winter time. This is the springtime. He made everything. I love learning about different things in the different weather. And I love to know what I'm going to wear in the morning, depending on, so I'm not cold. I don't want to go outside when it's cold and wear short sleeves. I want to know what the weather is. So you go outside today and you check to see what the weather is. And maybe in the morning you can do that too. And boys and girls watching, you can check to see what your weather is today at your house.